Absolutely. I think that the UK needs to be more confident when it comes to the pioneering humanitarian role that it played in suppressing the slave trade. The integral part of those efforts was played by the Royal Navy, the West African Squadron, at significant economic and human cost. Tom, as you know, many of the vessels that the Royal Navy's West Africa Squadron were using were nowhere near as sophisticated and dynamic as those slave.
I have a love-hate relationship for abolitionists. I mean, their goal was to, try to outlaw slavery and things like that. The only thing I don't like about the abolition movement is some of them, the Africans had to give up their religious cultures and be Christian because, you can't enslave a Christian. You're going to enslave a heathen, right? You could enslave someone from the so-called quote unquote third world country that's not a Christian, but you can't enslave a Christian. But
saying that colonization, the empire was wrong. It was wrong, full stop.
But that's very much through your modern sensibilities, you might say that.
We now have a generation that believes everything we did by colonizing. Yes, it is true. They think everything about colonization was wrong. It wasn't. There were some terrible things and there were some good things to come out of it. And that is about properly acknowledging your past.
Education.
Yes, completely.
Sanitation.
Transportation.
Yeah. There was so much that we brought to communities. But that is... But
you see, you're typical of what we're talking about.
No, I'm saying that colonization, the empire was wrong. It was wrong, full stop. That's, the things that Britain might have done.
But that's very much through your modern sensibilities, you might say that, because we wouldn't now routinely go into other countries.
It was a profoundly racist set of basically invasions of other people where we subjugated people to our rule and sort of made them work for us. It was
completely made their countries work.
But imagine yourself in the shoes of a 13-year-old boy hearing you say that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. What do they then? How do they then carry that through life?
Well,
in terms of who I am as a Brit.
But it's not about.
We had racist ancestors.
But I'm saying that we hear much more of that than we do about the benefits of that period of time.
Well, because I don't think there were benefits. I think that we have to be completely...
Of course there were.
So you benefits to us?
I don't think there were.
There were benefits to us.
A lot of those countries did not... Jonathan, those countries...
It absolutely does.
Those countries did not have money. They did not have the creativity. They did not have people in positions of power
of course they had creativity
No,
in
they
those
didn't.
countries. They just didn't live like Britain did. It doesn't make it worse. It just makes it different.
So it's okay to live without education. And it's okay to live without a transportation system, is it?
They did have education. It just wasn't our education system. They had language. It wasn't our language.
This cultural
medicine we brought to
precisely what we have.
We have.
Look, I don't know why we.